wow. That was
Nah, I was
wow.
I gave you too much energy last
Yeah,
time. I had
the
to
last
to
two
dull
times you
it
gave
down.
me all your energy, and this time you was like, "Fuck you." So, welcome to
That was a
Turtle
tinfoil.
Watch, kids.
It
Uh,
was a joke. It was a joke.
so anyway, Playmates announced their not so free comic book day exclusive black and white with red mask 6-inch figure set of the Turtles for $110. Oh! Meanwhile, Neca put up pre-orders for the new 1/4 scale TMNT Toon Donatello. He comes with swappable eye and mouth plates, pizza, shell phone, bow staff, and interchangeable hands. Donnie's available for pre-order on Baby Bad Toy Store for $124.99, shipping in July. NECA also dropped full solicitations for the Target exclusive TMNT Ultimate Foot Soldier, who is stacked with different hands, blasters, heads, ninja weapons, you name it, he's got it. No information on when he's going to hit stores, but I have to assume it's going to be relatively soon. And then on more dire news, the NECA Loot Crate is almost sold out. They've basically listed it on their social media. If you go to the actual website, you can only access the movie crate and the full 4 crate bundle. The Mirage, the Toon, and the Arcade are all labeled as sold out. Um, this is expected to be over before the original planned campaign was going to end. So make sure if you want these, do it now. Do it this weekend. Do it. Pause this show, open a new tab, go to lootcrate.com, order it because assuming this isn't just a marketing ploy, which seems to be a lot of their tactics to try to get these more niche characters to sell, um, it's better to be safe than sorry, just like we talked about with the McFarlane
Right.
stuff. Like, I'd rather get it and not want it than, miss out and be mad. So, yeah.
That's fair. That's a lot to impact, depack from here, or unpack, depack.
Deepak.
Goodness, man,
I like
my
that.
brain's fried, as I normally do, and I always bitch and complain about Playmates. Yeah, those exist. Okay, that's it. That's all I have. They're kind of cool. Have we seen this kind of before?
Yeah, because they
Yes.
did the actual like green like color versions of them, right, with the red masks.
Yeah.
Because these are their 6-inch like superposable ones that like kind of were around before NECA really took the reins of that scale. And
Yeah.
at this point, they're just so dated compared to what the figures we have now that they almost that makes it like, ew, why would I want that? But people are excited for it, even at that $110 price range, which baffles me.
Yeah, for $110, that just completely is insane to me. I initially saw this. This is like a kind of thing that I would probably have collected before just because it was cool to display.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been my main reason to have this. And also because I didn't know there were so many other people out there doing cool shit with the property. So that leave it me kind of leave it as that. I'm not gonna be like too negative on it because it's still overall kind of cool
Yeah,
to see them
it's a cool
that way.
concept, but
But
not that price range.
yeah, not at that price range. I mean, especially when earlier last, well, I guess late last year, I almost had an opportunity to just buy the Mirage NECA ones for like $100 more, which
Are
in my
significantly better
opinion are
figures.
significantly better. Yeah, and they were all in display as well. So that's the only thing. But yeah, to each his own. Enjoy it if you love that. Cool. The funny thing is I just can't your theory, you talk about me with the tinfoil hat, but your theory with
I'm
the
just
loot right now,
I'm just
it
looking
could
at
be
the
just
writing
be
on
that
the
people
wall, man.
people were buying them. I mean, it makes sense because the one that hasn't sold out by individually is the movie pack, which obviously that makes sense for a lot of people. They're kind of like, who the fuck is it?
So I want
Makes
to call
sense.
something out because
Call it
I
out.
put in my pre-orders. So me and you talked about this earlier this
Yeah.
week. I went through and I finally I finally pre-ordered them. I didn't do the whole set because I decided I didn't want the movie one because I didn't care about it. So I did the other 3 individually, and I also ordered the Gundam one just because I was when Gundam, and I
That's
was like,
dope.
oh, I can even it out that way. But anyway, so when I ordered these originally, the movie one was labeled as sold out. The other 3 were available, and the full set of 4 was available. but now they're claiming the movie set is still available and the other three are sold out. So that is a big component to my conspiracy theory
Ah,
that this is a marketing ploy, because for that to
dude, what if
suddenly
they
go
they
back in
found out they had
stock,
more?
how do you
They found out
suddenly
they were like,
found out
oh
you have
crap.
more?
Wait, hey guys, we have more movie ones over here, but we're sold
They're
out of
not
this.
even fucking made yet. These are releasing for 6 months. They aren't even fucking like they're just starting the manufacturing process. There's no bullshit way out of this,
Hey
man.
guys, is there more movie figures over? Hey, get that going. Those aren't sold out.
But the fact that the
That's fair.
sold out crates are bouncing around from crate to crate, the fact
Yeah,
that they've, unlike the first campaign they did where you didn't see the figure until maybe a month or two before it released and you actually saw like an in-hand photo of it, this time they were like, we're going to show you two of the figures straight up front within the first 2 weeks. And they've kind of shown, like, you can vaguely see the shredder now in the silhouette. It's no longer just the silhouette.
yeah,
um it, it screams to me that these weren't selling as well and they're trying to do whatever they can to drive sales up with a
right.
week left, because these were originally sold at, like, or at least implied all through Twitter and social media and their website, that they were going to be up for the entirety of that month, and whatever is sold during that is what is getting made. There was no it could sell out early, there was no it could have extras. It was Super 7 model is what was implied. So for them to now state that they are selling out early means either A, they are trying to pull the wool over our eyes, or B, there's like, fuck it, people don't seem to want this, so let's close it early and get as many sales in out of panic FOMO buyers.
That's fair. I'm just messing with you in general. It does make sense, especially because of like the weird advertising at like when it first came out, and they're
The
like,
first set
these
has
sold.
figures that sell for over $300.
Yeah, it was like, wait, who are you marketing these to? Are
Yeah.
you trying to get the scalpers involved? Is that what it just was very, very weird. So yeah, I agree with you. It it is interesting to say the least, but either way, I'm excited. I can't wait for mine. Wrap this shit up, get them, start making them. We
Yeah.
stop it tomorrow. Actually, you know what? Just stop it. Ship me out mine. I don't give a shit. But no, that is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you definitely want them, which is another thing that's weird too, is that the movie one is sold out, but you can order all four, you know, to get like that doesn't make
Well,
sense.
no,
Oh, you can
so
get all four, but you can't get this one individually.
yeah,
That
so it,
that
it
seems
kind of
like
makes sense to an extent, because I imagine they probably have, at least to be able to feasibly make money
fair.
off of it, X amount they have to order from the factory to kind of even out the profit to cost ratio. So if they have to order more of one crate and less of another, it might fuck with that number. So they're trying to regulate that.
Sure,
That's my
but if
only
it's
guess.
made to, yeah, I mean, but if it's made to order,
Agreed.
shouldn't
Like
shouldn't matter.
it shouldn't matter. I mean, I assume Super
Right.
7 doesn't. If there's 10,942 figures pre-ordered, I imagine that they don't order 10,942 figures. I imagine they order 10,000. They round up to the nearest number, because I don't think there's any factory out there that's going to let you nitpick and choose an X amount. You're going to have to do
That's fair.
a even number of some sorts. And I imagine that's the same with this. I also imagine they probably had relegated to an extent of so many could be sold separately versus they wanted more people to buy the full set. um, so I think it's a mix of things, but I still stand by my theory. I'm going. This is my hill to die. You can die on the hill about codes of Fortnite figures. I'm dying on the hill that Loot Crate's trying to fucking FOMO trick everybody into buying this. And I'm
Well, I
not
mean,
saying it's a
it kind
bad.
of works.
I'm not saying it's a bad investment or a bad like purchase, because I mean obviously 3 out of the 4 boxes I pre-ordered because I for sure
Right.
wanted one and I didn't want to miss out on some of the extras in the others. And so it's by no means it's like them trying to trick you into buying a shitty figure. I just think that NECA went a little too niche this time around and it came back to bite them. So they're trying to turn the ship to try to get things back in order.
I can't wait till next year. That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see where they go because
See what they do for
it,
Series 3. We just get
yeah, I
each
mean,
one's going to be one of the turtles in that form. Because they
right.
need
That's what
they
I'm.
need to they need to credit course and make their money back.
That's what I'm like hoping, like of all, like that doesn't happen. But
Mhm.
you know, we'll see. That's what happened. They're like, whoa, 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 we can't do too crazy because people were like, who is this?
Yeah.
Why are we getting this? That makes sense. But yeah, I feel weird because we talked about the ultimate um foot soldier already. But yeah, it's not on the show, but
Yeah,
yeah, privately.
in person.
Sorry, we do talk
Yeah,
outside of
we
this.
don't always have to have our conversations in front of you, okay? God,
We
you're
have our
so
own personal
needy.
no, but
Uh,
this is really cool, and I feel like in my heart, I feel like this is one of those things that I'm like, nope, don't need it, not buying it, buy Nintendo. That's what I'm gonna do, right?
mhm.
And then I'm gonna see this and be like, oh, fuck. I
See,
want it.
I'm safe. Like I'm on home base. I did my run. I'm good because at this point, once I get the 4 pack of the disguised turtles, the only thing left for me is when they do a party van finally, and when they do like the dioramas, which those are going to be
See, I
ordered through NECA, so it won't matter for me. I
my
have
trade
no
never
interest
stops.
in foot soldiers. I every foot soldier I've gotten in a 2 pack, I have sold because or traded because I don't need foot soldiers. Like they don't do anything for
Yeah,
me. The only way I'd want
but
foot
see,
soldiers is if I was like if I could go back and get more foot soldiers to go with the Mirage figures because I feel like that kind of works better in my opinion. But to me, like the Toon Turtles don't need to fight the the foot soldiers because I have Slash, I have Leatherhead, I have Rocksteady, Bebop, fucking Krang, Shredder. Like I have so many villains already, and there's only 4 of them. So do I really need
yeah,
a fucking army of foot soldiers too?
you don't. You don't. But here's the reasoning why I'm rationalizing it. Because I had to look back on myself and say, I've almost kind of forgotten all the tune stuff that I bought from Neca. So I do have 2 of the foot soldiers, just like regular that were in like the 2 packs, and then I have one that like battle damage one that's split in half.
Mm-hmm.
So my reasoning for wanting this now is to obviously have like a leader, so that would be the reason why, and that's probably going to be the reason why I end up with this.
Yeah.
And not to mention the box art's super cool.
I mean, the box art
So
is super cool, and that is a huge selling point. I will say this is on NECA because they could have got me to buy this had most of the accessories not been reused. If they would have came out with some
yeah,
accessories
a
that
lot.
worked for other characters
Uh,
aside from this that were cool and enticing, I would have dropped the $30 just to get them and found someone to sell or trade the foot soldier to. But like the
yeah,
extra
I mean these are
heads,
all. That's true. These are all pretty much weapons that we've already
yeah.
gotten
And
for sure.
I've literally just had to expand my NECA Ninja Turtle like accessory case to a bigger one to fit
Mm.
all of these same weapons we keep getting. So
It, for me,
it's an
it's
easy
the
one for me
cop.
to walk away from.
It's the cop hat that
Yeah,
pretty much
it's
kind of
pretty.
gets
That
me
one's pretty
really
cool.
excited
I
for
can't
there.
argue with you there.
That's almost really the reason for it, but yeah, we'll see. I'm obviously interested, and like I said, this train never stops.
Yeah.
It's just an infinite loop that you
I do
can't
want
get off.
I do want to talk about Donnie. I have no interest in a
Oh
giant
yeah,
Donatello for that price, but it does make me upset or at least hopeful because those faces are different from what we got with the fucking disguised turtles, and I'm a little salty about it.
yeah. That well, so initially I saw this and thought, oh my god, this is a cool like sneak peek away, and then I looked at him like, this is not the same.
Yeah,
That sucks.
I'm
That
very.
sucks.
Part of me is hoping that they do what they did with the '90s
Oh,
movie
and do.
turtles and do an accessory pack on NECA.com
Hmm.
to get these faces and maybe some more accessories.
That makes
I
sense.
have to assume there's no reason for them not to because most of their stuff, once they do it, they shrink it down into the smaller
Yeah.
form anyway.
That's definitely it. Yeah.
Um, so fingers crossed that's the case because I
I want
really
the.
want these faces too because I like the happy lucky faces, but I like these more animated, like grumpy and scared and like
I like the one of like, oh, with the big.
yeah,
Yeah. That's
like there's just so much more there that I want because I at this point I have to keep my second set of turtles or my first set of turtles I guess technically just so I still have that angry serious like opening theme music like version of them. But if I could
Mhm.
get this in like the 7-inch like scale for like version, I'd be like, all right, bye bye boys, we've got all the faces I need. I don't need your flat angry faces anymore.
That's true. Yeah, I kind of almost forgot about this initially. Partly because it's $124. So
Yeah, that's an easy thing to fucking put your blinders on about. Like they're so cool, but I don't
yeah,
have room for an 18-inch figure, let
yeah,
alone one that costs me more than a Mezco figure. So I like there's a crowd out there that likes it. The Raph came out this week
yeah.
and
They came
people
in.
love him. I don't have any place to put him. Like that
Yeah,
wouldn't even
I'm.
fit in my shelves. Like I don't think this is 18 inches here. So
You can barely see, but yeah, those aren't even 18 inches. The movie turtles that I have that people just keep giving to me as gifts until I have all four of them. So, but I don't even really have space for them. I just have them basically on the ground. So,
mhm.
yeah, yeah. I don't think, but it's encouraging, like you said, the uh, accessory pack because pretty much all of their giant stuff they've made, like you said, small. So that's kind of encouraging. So
Yeah.
I
So
would do that. I didn't do the last one for like the 90s figures, but I think I would do it for this.
oh yeah. I mean I did do it for the other one. I would definitely do it for this though.
Yeah.
This one I if I could go back and like make a trade or a deal with the devil, I would have this pack come out with for like animated turtles before I'd have one come out for the movie. Because I just
Yeah.
I feel like the movie turtles they're cool, but I feel like you need the expressions more for the cartoon turtles because the movie
Oh,
turtles were
100%.
puppets. There was only so much expression you could get them. They did a great job. Like
Right.
it's not like
But no,
they
this
didn't have expression, but compared to the expressions that you got with the cartoon turtles,
like
it's a night and day
yeah,
difference.
1,000% actually. I mean, it also would be even more so realistic of a thing to expect because of the new like head face swap
Yeah,
system
especially because yeah,
now.
it's simple like that. Like if you've already got the tooling made in a larger form that you just have to shrink it down, you've already got
Yeah.
this set coming out that's going to be compatible with this. It's a real easy switch, and then they could do a lot of really cool accessories with that. They could do a TV set with cartoon April on it. They could
Ooh, you're getting
do
crazy.
more pizza parts, more like other food items. They could do more of like the little like cardboard like hard paper comic book stuff that they did with the
Oh,
first set.
yeah.
Um, they could do more
They could give you more
weapons.
matching pizzas.
True. Hell, they could give us a couch.
Okay. That I mean that would help like justify pricing wise,
Yeah,
right?
I'm just thinking of things that could bring it up to that like $50 price point. That
Right.
then you could do that. You could be like, okay, here's what's coming in this accessory pack. Oh, by the way, this couch goes with this, and tease the sewer layer.
Hmm. There we go.
Because guess what? If someone wants the sewer layer, now they have to buy this accessory pack to get the couch. If someone buys the couch, they're like, I kind of want to have the whole fucking kit and caboodle, so I might have to save up to
Right.
get that diorama
That would
here.
work for me. That would work for me.
Yeah,
I
like
like
that.
that idea.
It's a brilliant marketing. Like Randy, you don't have to hire me, but maybe do some interviews, help us get some people watching the show. We can talk.
Mhm.
We can give you all sorts of good ideas to help the turtle line become
Clearly, we
even
have them.
greater than it is.
Not even the turtle line. Get me on the phone.
Yeah,
I can
we'll help you
get me in a
rename
meeting with
Jason so you
Epic.
can legally make him again.
Oh well, yeah. I didn't even. We're giving out too much free advice here.
We
We're giving
are
out
like
too much.
all this stuff's gonna come to fruition. It's because Randy like just stumbles across our show and just steals it all, and we don't get any of the credit. All we'll
Oh
get
man,
is we'll get to like chime in with some sound bites from earlier episodes. We're like, see, we fucking called it.
that was ours.
Oh shit.
I guess we'll have to find out.
So that is it for Turtle Watch, though. As always, please make sure to like and subscribe and leave us a comment below with what announcements you're excited for. And if you could, because the algorithm hates us so much for whatever reason, even if it's Jamar saying words that we can't say on the internet,
I have
um,
no clue.
if you could please also share this with someone who you think would like it. Just post it on your Twitter, your feed. I don't really care. Just kind of help us get back in the swing of things, get us back out there where people are watching us again. Because for whatever reason, the algorithm turned on us. It was the biggest heel turn of the century. So please help us there. If you do enjoy watching our faces, hit the little bell to get notifications when our videos go up. We have Modern Toyfare reviews on Mondays and Modern Toyfare news on Fridays. And for some reason, if you don't like staring at our beautiful faces, we do have an audio-only version of Modern Toyfare news available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pocket Cast, Spotify, and other podcast apps you know and love. And audio only must be popular because in Australia, we are a top 75 action figure hobby podcast. And I recently got emailed by a website who I cannot remember the name right now because I'm running on 4 hours of sleep, but we made their top 10 list of best action figure podcasts. So I want to make sure to get them a shout out. I'll put the link down in the description below so you can check them out as well. But that is going to be it. So hopefully we'll see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching.
Good eye, mate.
Fucking hell.